Hello, my beautiful friends. Evelyn here, and I want to begin today with a question that I've been turning over in my mind for weeks because I think it gets to the heart of something most style advice never quite reaches. Why does the same blouse look expensive on one woman and ordinary on another? Same fabric, same color, sometimes literally the same garment. And yet, the difference in the result is visible from across the room. I've been observing this for years in restaurants, in hotel lobbies, at outdoor markets, at the kinds of summer events where everyone is dressed casually, and yet some women somehow look curated while others look merely comfortable. And what I keep finding over and over is that the answer has almost nothing to do with the piece itself. The most stylish summer outfits are often the simplest ones. If there's one styling trick that consistently makes an outfit look more expensive, it's wearing a monochromatic color palette. That observation, that the most stylish is often the most simple, is the thread that runs through every rule we're exploring today. Because looking expensive isn't a product of spending more. It's a product of choosing more carefully. It's understanding which specific decisions about fit, proportion, tone, texture, and restraint communicate that an outfit was assembled with intention rather than urgency. Summer 2026 is all about returning to the classics: breezy silhouettes, neutral tones with strategic pops of color, and high-quality fabrics, all of which speak directly to what women over 50 and 60 have always understood about dressing well. 7 rules today. Each one addresses a different dimension of what makes a casual summer outfit look genuinely expensive. And stay until the 7th, because it's the rule that changes not just an outfit, but the entire way you see your wardrobe when you open it every morning. Rule number 1, the half tuck, the single most undervalued move in summer dressing. I want to begin with this one because it costs nothing, takes 3 seconds, and produces a result so immediate and so visible that I've watched women try it in front of a mirror and genuinely react with surprise. The half tuck, tucking just the front center of a blouse or shirt into the waistband while leaving the sides loose, does something that a full tuck and a completely untucked shirt both fail to accomplish. It creates casual intentionality. The outfit looks like it was considered rather than grabbed. And that impression that someone thought about this, even briefly, is the foundation of everything that reads as expensive. White jeans paired with a light chambray button-down, worn untucked or half-tucked for an easy, unfussy look. Tan leather slide sandals or low block heel mules add warmth to the pale palette. A braided leather belt and a roomy canvas tote tie everything together. This outfit feels crisp and clean without trying too hard. The half tuck also does structural work that neither alternative achieves. It suggests a waistline without defining one sharply. It creates a slight visual asymmetry that keeps the eye moving. And it prevents the horizontal line of a fully tucked hem from cutting the silhouette in the least flattering place. Try it today with whatever you're planning to wear. Tuck just the front, pull the sides loose, step back, and look. I promise you'll see the difference immediately. Tell me, are you a full tucker, a half tucker, or do you usually leave things completely out? Drop your answer below. Rule number 2, the tonal dressing principle, how same color creates expensive. Dressing head to toe in one soft, neutral color creates an instantly expensive, pulled together look. Try a lightweight cashmere or cotton blend crew neck sweater in warm sand paired with matching wide leg linen trousers. Nude suede flats and a tonal leather tote maintain the monochrome harmony. A long chain necklace and tortoiseshell sunglasses add quiet dimension. Texture becomes the star here, the soft knit against the crisp linen, the matte leather against the shiny gold. That last sentence is the entire secret. Texture becomes the star. When you remove color contrast from the equation entirely, when everything from neckline to shoe exists within the same tonal family, the eye has nothing to chase. It settles. It takes in the quality of what it's seeing rather than jumping between competing elements. And quality, perceived calmly and without distraction, always reads as expensive. Wearing soft beige, cream, or taupe from head to toe creates a sophisticated appearance that feels expensive and intentional. The specific tonal families that perform best for this principle in summer: warm ivory from head to shoe, warm camel from blouse to bag, soft stone or grage from trouser to sandal, navy worn entirely with the interest coming from a linen blazer against a fine knit tank against a flowing skirt, all the same depth of ink blue, all in different surfaces. The single texture contrast you allow yourself within the monochrome look is what prevents it from reading as uniform rather than intentional. A matte fabric against a slightly sheen one, a relaxed weave beside a crisp poplin, a woven bag against a smooth leather shoe. Those contrasts provide all the visual interest the eye needs, without a single competing color anywhere in sight. Rule number 3, the structured layer, adding architecture without adding heat. Here's the rule that most women abandon in summer, and that, once abandoned, removes the single most powerful tool for creating an expensive-looking casual outfit. The layer. A light wash denim jacket worn open over a simple white cotton tank paired with white linen wide-leg trousers creates a fresh, modern head-to-toe look that feels crisp and summery. The denim jacket adds just enough structure and warmth. What the jacket does, what any well-chosen summer layer does, is provide an outer edge to the outfit. Without it, the eye sees the body and the clothing simultaneously, which tends to make even a beautiful silhouette read as slightly undone. With it, the outfit has a contained, deliberate shape that the eye reads as considered, as complete, as the result of a decision rather than a default. For summer, the layers that add structure without adding thermal discomfort: a lightweight linen blazer worn open, a fine gauge cotton cardigan draped over one shoulder, a denim jacket in a pale wash, an unstructured overshirt in chambray or gauze, a structured cream sweater vest layered over a clean white tank. Quiet luxury summer dressing at its finest, the silhouette elegant, breezy, and instantly elevated. The layer doesn't need to close. It doesn't need to be worn formally. It simply needs to be present, providing the outer architecture that transforms a simple two-piece outfit into something with deliberate, visible structure. And here's the additional gift. The layer creates the transition between afternoon and evening without a wardrobe change. The blazer goes on at sundown. The cardigan comes out of the bag when the restaurant is cold. The outfit adapts. elegantly, effortlessly, without a moment of self-consciousness. Rule number 4, the shoe carries more weight than any other single decision. I want to say something that might sound extreme, and then I want to explain why it's simply true. The shoe makes or breaks every casual summer outfit. Not the blouse, not the trouser, not the bag. The shoe! There is something about navy and cream together that feels quietly luxurious. Tan leather slide sandals or low block heel mules add warmth to the pale palette. The reason the shoe holds this disproportionate power is its position in the outfit. It's the element closest to the ground, which means it literally anchors the entire visual. When the shoe looks expensive, when it's well made, clean, and chosen with the same intention as everything above it, the eye registers the quality of the shoe and assigns that quality retroactively to everything it's connected to. The entire outfit benefits from the credibility of the foot. When the shoe looks like an afterthought, the reverse happens. The eye notices the incongruity immediately, even before the conscious mind can name it, and the outfit loses authority from the ground up. For casual summer over 50, the shoes that carry the most quiet authority: a flat leather sandal with clean straps and real leather construction, a low block heel mule in tan or camel, a well-maintained leather loafer, a pointed toe flat in a neutral that elongates the foot. Each of these reads as chosen rather than grabbed, and that choice, communicated from the ground up, elevates every piece above it. What's your current most loved summer shoe? The one that makes everything else look better? Tell me below. Rule number 5, the jewel tone accent, strategic color as a luxury signal. Jewel tones are featured in many of the color combinations that can make you look more youthful, so it is great to see them enter the mainstream year-round. Try subtly incorporating jewel tone colors into your outfits through a bold handbag or a pair of statement sandals. You can even pair a satin jewel tone midi skirt with an oversized white blouse for a look that is mature, chic, and incorporates all of the best summer 2026 trends. Here's what makes jewel tones such a powerful tool for casual, chic dressing. They communicate deliberateness. A cobalt bag against a neutral outfit says, "This color was not accidental. Someone chose it with intention." And that perceived intention, that evidence of a conscious choice, is one of the most consistent signals the brain receives when it evaluates whether something looks expensive. A deep burgundy oversized tee tucked loosely into a white and black polka dot satin midi skirt is effortlessly editorial, the kind of combination nobody talks about but everybody stops for. The principle for applying this rule: keep the jewel tone to one piece, maximum 2 if they're accessories of different categories. 1 emerald bag against a warm ivory outfit, 1 sapphire sandal against a white and camel look, 1 deep plum blouse against white wide leg trousers. The jewel tone is the accent, not the ground. And against a calm, tonal, neutral foundation, it delivers exactly the kind of strategic, decisive color that reads as deeply refined rather than fashionably loud. Rule number 6, the detail repeat, the trick that makes a look feel curated. This is perhaps the most nuanced rule of the 7, and the one that separates women who are intuitively stylish from women who are consciously, skillfully stylish, because once you understand it, you'll start seeing it everywhere. The leopard bow earrings mirror the bow on the flats. That intentional repeat is the one styling trick that makes a whole look feel curated rather than random. The detail repeat works on the same psychological principle as rhyme and poetry. When an element appears once, it's a choice. When it appears twice in a different context, it becomes a theme. And the human eye finds themes satisfying in a way it cannot quite articulate. Registering the repetition as evidence of thought, of authorship, of someone who understood what they were doing when they assembled this outfit. The repeat doesn't need to be as literal as matching bows. It can be tonal, a camel belt that picks up the camel thread in a printed scarf. It can be textural, a woven bag that mirrors the woven weave of a linen blouse. It can be structural, a round neckline that echoes the round buckle on a shoe. It can be as subtle as wearing the same metal tone in your jewelry, your belt hardware, and your bag clasp. Gold on gold on gold, a quiet harmonic that the eye perceives as considered without ever being able to name why. Start looking for the repeat, then start creating it, and watch how the perception of your outfits shifts. Not because you changed anything, but because you added one layer of intention that was always within reach. Rule number 7, the restraint principle, the final separation between casual and expensive. And here it is, the rule I promised at the beginning, the one that instantly and permanently separates a casual summer outfit from a genuinely expensive looking one. Remove one thing. If there's one styling trick that consistently makes an outfit look more expensive, it's wearing a monochromatic color palette. But the deeper principle beneath that observation, the one that explains why monochrome reads as expensive, is restraint. When there is less visual noise competing for attention, the quality of what remains becomes fully visible. And quality, seen clearly, always reads as luxurious. Summer 2026 is all about returning to the classics: breezy silhouettes, neutral tones with strategic pops of color, and high-quality fabrics. Notice what's absent from that list: multiple competing colors, layered accessories, mixed prints, dramatic embellishment. The strongest summer looks of 2026 succeed precisely because of what they omit. They make one interesting choice per outfit: the tonal dressing, or the jewel tone accent, or the structured layer, or the detail repeat. And then they stop. Here is the specific practice I want you to build into every morning. Before you leave the house, stand in front of your mirror and ask one question: what can I remove? Not what can I add to make this more interesting? What can I remove to make what remains more visible? One necklace or one bracelet, not both. The bag or the scarf, not both simultaneously unless they share the same tonal language. The statement earring or the statement shoe, not competing on the same outfit. Texture becomes the star here: the soft knit against the crisp linen, the matte leather against the shiny gold. When texture can become the star, when the quality of the fabric and the craftsmanship of the shoe and the cleanness of the silhouette are visible because nothing is obscuring them, the outfit doesn't just look casual, chic. It looks expensive in the most complete, most convincing, most effortless sense of the word. That's the whole rule. Remove one thing, watch everything else rise. 7 rules. One governing principle behind all of them: expensive looking casual dressing is not the result of spending more. It's the result of choosing more carefully, more deliberately, and with the willingness to trust that less, done precisely, always communicates more than more, done hastily. The approach to style after 50 is less about chasing every passing fad and more about finding pieces that feel authentically you. Designers are finally listening, hemlines are longer, waistlines are softer, and fabrics actually breathe. And for women who've spent years developing the instinct to recognize what genuinely works on their bodies, in their lives, at this particular and extraordinary season, that discernment isn't a limitation, it's a competitive advantage. The most elegantly dressed woman in any room is almost never the one wearing the most. She's the one who knew exactly what to leave out. That woman has always been you. Now you have the language to dress like her every single morning with every single piece you already own. Now tell me, gorgeous, which of these 7 rules lands most powerfully for you today? Is it the half tuck you've never consciously deployed? The tonal dressing principle that removes color noise entirely? The structured layer that adds architecture without adding heat? The revelation that the shoe holds more visual authority than anything else? The jewel tone accent used as a single deliberate statement? The detail repeat that makes an outfit feel curated rather than random? Or the final rule, the restraint principle, the practice of removing one thing and watching everything else rise? Drop your answer below and tell me what you're removing from tomorrow morning's outfit. This community has the sharpest eye and the most generous spirit of anyone I know, and I read every single message you leave here.